When I was in my early 20s, I lived in Copenhagen with my two friends, who were both waitresses at a very large restaurant, right in the city center. When they were done working, all the staff would go drinking at the same bar. And I would join them pretty often. This went on for a few years and I got to know the staff of this restaurant pretty well. At one point one of the newer employees asked me something about the job and I answered, "I don't work with you guys, I just get drunk with you." They laughed and that was that. 6 months later, they asked me, "Hey, how come I never see you at work?" I said, "Because I don't work there." They answered, "What, you were being serious when you said you just got drunk with us?" That's not all. I had one of the assistant managers ask me if I could come in the next day to cover someone's shift. Dude. I do not work for you. Right. Living in Japan, you will see that most of the convenience stores have either Vietnamese staff or brown staff, foreign workers from Nepal, Bangladesh, Sri Lanka, India, Pakistan, etc. Service jobs are greatly understaffed there, so you will mostly see one Japanese worker and multiple foreign workers at the minimum wage jobs. I, an Indian, too, worked at the store Lawson for 3 years part-time during university. Back then in my third year of working I was made leader of night shift running the whole store at night by myself. Night shift is very different from day shift. Besides serving the large number of customers, you have to sort out the accounts, record and check the inventory, liaise with supply people, deep cleaning of equipments, stocking up, cooking, etc. Fast forward to couple years later. I'm in the Japanese corporate world. Every time I go to a second-tier or a third-tier city for business or tourism, going into a convenience store, I am greeted with "Otsukare-sama desu," which means "thanks for the good work," meant for co-workers, instead of "irashimasu," welcome, and "mata akashi kudasamasu," please come again, meant for customers. Most of the times I just say "Otsukare" back. Sometimes when I am in a foul mood, I patiently correct them saying "I don't work here." As they say in China, never slap a smiling face. Comes the main episode. I get an apartment in Azabuji-Uban, a posh high-income district in Tokyo. Famous for being populated by white expats. 2 a.m. at night. I go to the Lawson nearby. 7-Eleven was bit nearer, but I'm partial to Lawson. It was a big store, and full of irritated drunk salarymen and rich brats. The only employee there, Japanese, is confused, panicking, and overworked. The supply truck guy is yelling. Salarymen are yelling. It's a mayhem. The employee eyes me and yells, "Hey, took you so long? Come and help me a bit." I almost lost my temper too, but then smiled and thought, let's do this. Tomorrow's Saturday anyways. I first met up with the annoyed supply guys. They have to bring their trucks to every store in Tokyo, so staying at one store for more than a couple minutes would disrupt the whole schedule. Had the supply checked, dialed in the records, got the hanko from the usual place, stamped and finished the procedure. Next, called the taxi for the passed out people and escorted them to a safer place. Then took up the register, and in the next 10 minutes all the customers were served and the store was empty. Employee gave a huge sigh of relief, closed his eyes and got on his knees. I quietly went to stock the ice cream supply in the cold cases. My dude, after a bit of a rest, called, "Thanks you for the efficient help. BTW, you haven't worn your Lawson jacket yet. Could you wear it please, or it would be super unprofessional." I said, "I don't have a jacket. I don't even work here." He was like, "What? Didn't manager send you as a replacement?" I said, "Nope. I live in the apartment a block away and came here to shop." Told him I used to work in a Lawson many years ago, so was familiar with the procedures. He was very embarrassed and said sorry and thank you in around 20 different phrases of polite Japanese. I was like, "Chill man, I'm gonna come here often, so yoroshiku ni, am in your care." Felt good overall as the aftermath, and taught me again as well that as a senior guy in a corporate headquarter, I must always be mindful of the mental and physical health of the people on the front lines. Must not leave them with any inadequacies, as they are the ones who represent the big company to the world and do the actual work. One day I was picking something up in the grocery area at a Walmart for a friend. I was wearing jeans and anime t-shirt. A woman walked up to me and asked where something was. I responded, "Sorry, I don't work here." She then said, "Why not?" I followed with, Probably the same reason you don't. I make more money not working here. Then walked away from her. She was dumbfounded and just stood in the aisle. I asked a guy who clearly did not work there where the honey was, somehow thinking he worked there. After he helped find it, I gained the sense would ask him if he did indeed work there, to which he informed me he did not. He, my brother and I all had a nice laugh about it. Smile. This was a weird idyll. On mobility. I work nights at a petrol station and my sister works at the supermarket on my commute. I usually pop in after my shift to get some essentials and have a chat with my sister. She collects the online deliveries. I find my sister and she immediately tells me that one of her co-workers needs my advice. I'm the family carpenter and the go-to for repairs and light construction. She finds her co-worker and asks for advice on fitting custom blinds. An easy job that every contractor she called said no, not worth the time. She doesn't have a clue what to do, so I offer my services for a small fee. While I'm doing all this, I don't see the woman behind me trying to get my attention. Once co-worker had gone, she tapped my shoulder. Not a typical Karen, tall, blonde, vintage glasses, pencil skirt and a wool sweater, she looked like an attractive librarian. She asked, "Do I know when the party section will be open?" "Sorry my dear, I have no idea," I told her straight. "Oh, I thought you worked here, you were talking to the staff for a long while," she replied. "I don't, but my sister does," I pointed to my sister. She then looks worried. "Oh no, no, it's like Reddit, I'm not a Karen, I'm not a Karen." I know what she means, I read this sub too. "Don't panic, I'm not Kevin." She then starts to giggle and I see her relief. My sister is confused by what we mean but answers her question. I thought it was going to be an "I don't work here lady" moment. "I read them all the time," she giggled some more. I thought the same thing. I wished her good day and we parted ways. Made me giggle too. I did fit co-workers' blinds. She gave me £30.